Hey, welcome back to Cozy English. I'm Jennifer, and okay, I think you might already have a guess where this episode is going.
If the title didn't give it away, the fact that we are literally recording this inside a Starbucks probably will. I'm Eric, by the way.
We've got our drinks, we've got a table in the corner, and today we are breaking down how to order at Starbucks in English.
Sizes, drinks, all the customization options, and we're doing it with Roleplay, actual practice scenes so you can hear what it really sounds like.
But before we get into anything, Eric, what did you order?
Grand oat milk latte, extra shot. Same as always.
Okay, grand oat milk latte, extra shot. To someone who's new to Starbucks or new to English, that sentence sounds like a secret code.
Honestly, it kind of is. Starbucks has its own little language.
Which is exactly why we're here. By the end of this, that order is going to make complete sense. Let's start at the very beginning, before the menu even.
Before the menu?
Do you actually know what's in that cup? Like where coffee comes from?
I feel like I should know this, but honestly, not really.
So the coffee bean is actually a seed. It comes from a coffee plant, and those plants grow in specific regions: Colombia, Ethiopia, Guatemala, Venezuela.
Wait, Venezuela?
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that one. The climate there is actually really great for growing coffee.
Huh, okay. So you've got the bean. Then what?
Then it gets roasted. That's where the flavor actually comes from. The heat draws out the natural sweetness and depth in the bean, and the longer you roast it, the darker and stronger it gets. So that's your light, medium, dark roast.
And what does that mean taste-wise?
Light roast is more delicate. Some people say it has kind of a fruity quality. Dark roast is bold, full-flavored, a bit bitter. Medium is right in the middle, most common, most familiar.
I'm a dark roast guy. Very committed.
That tracks. Bold and rich, that's the dark roast experience. And honestly, Eric, those two words kind of suit you.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Okay, now that we know where the flavor actually comes from, let's talk about what's on the menu, because there are a lot of options.
And most people just kinda stare at the board.
Most drinks start from the same base, though. Espresso. That's a small, concentrated shot of very strong coffee.
Like tiny. Maybe 2 ounces?
Exactly. And from that, you get basically everything else. So, the Americano. 2 shots of espresso mixed with hot water. Clean, simple, no milk.
My go-to when I want something light. No creaminess, just coffee.
Then the macchiato. Espresso with just a little milk foam on top. Very small, very strong.
Okay, can I jump in here? The Starbucks caramel macchiato is not the same as a traditional macchiato. That one confused me for years.
Oh, completely different drinks.
Serious one is like 2 ounces, super intense. The Starbucks version is a tall, layered drink with lots of milk and caramel syrup. Totally different thing.
Both delicious, just don't expect one when you order the other.
Very important warning.
Then the latte, probably the most popular drink on the menu. Espresso with a lot of steamed milk and a little foam. Smooth, creamy, not too strong.
Good gateway coffee. That's the phrase I'd use for it.
Gateway coffee. I love that. Cappuccino is similar to a latte, but with way more foam. If you love that airy, light texture on top, cappuccino is your drink.
And mocha adds chocolate into the mix. Espresso, steamed milk, chocolate syrup, sweet, a little indulgent.
And most of the hot drinks come in an iced version too. Plus the Frappuccino, that's blended. Ice, milk, coffee, or syrup all blended together.
The Frappuccino is dessert. Let's just be honest about that.
It really is. A very drinkable dessert.
All right. I think we've got enough to actually try this. Want to do a role play?
Yes, you walk in as someone ordering for the very first time. I'll be the barista.
Okay, let's go.
Hi there, welcome to Starbucks. What can I get started for you?
Hi, I'd like a coffee with milk.
Of course. What size would you like? Tall, grande, or venti?
Wait, tall is the small one?
That's right. Tall is small, grande is medium, and venti is large.
Okay, that's a little surprising. I'll do the medium. Grande?
Grande, perfect. And hot or iced today?
Hot, please.
And what kind of milk? Regular milk, oat, almond, or soy?
Just regular milk is fine, thanks.
Great. So a grande latte with whole milk. Can I get a name for the order?
Eric.
Perfect, Eric. That'll be $5.60. You can pay right here.
Okay, stepping out of character. That was genuinely easy.
Right? The barista walks you through the whole thing. You barely have to do anything.
The size thing is the most confusing part when you're new. Tall equals small just does not compute.
And grande literally means large in Spanish. So if you're a Spanish speaker, you might actually be more confused than someone who isn't.
You walk in thinking your Spanish is going to help you, and it completely works against you.
Once you know it, though, you know it. Tall, grande, venti. And if you forget, the small one, the medium size, they completely understand. You don't need the Starbucks words.
Good to know. Okay, so that covers the basics, but orders can get way more specific than that.
They really can. Let's talk about customization, starting with caffeine. You can order regular, decaf, or half calf.
Decaf means the caffeine's been removed. You still get the coffee taste, just no buzz.
Half CAF is half regular, half decaf. I actually do half CAF in the afternoons.
Really? I didn't know that about you.
Yeah, because otherwise I'm wide awake at midnight staring at the ceiling.
Fair enough. What about milk? That's another big one.
Huge. You've got regular milk, but oat milk has really taken over. It's naturally a bit creamy and sweet, works really well with coffee.
What about almond milk?
Lighter, a bit nuttier. Some people love it, some find it too thin. Soy milk's been around the longest, still a solid option.
I feel like half the people in line are getting something other than regular milk these days. It's just kind of become the norm.
It really has. And once you've got your milk sorted, you can dial in the sweetness too. An extra pump of syrup if you want it sweeter, or ask for light sweetness if you don't.
And then extra shot. One more espresso on top of the standard. That's the one I always get. Makes the whole thing actually wake you up.
Serious? Make it a double means 2 extra shots instead of 1, for when you really need it.
And if you're getting an iced drink, ask for light ice. Less ice means more actual drink in the cup.
Because paying $6 for something that's 90% frozen water is not the move.
Never the move. Okay, let's try one more. This time, I want you to place a more customized order. All right, let's see how this goes.
Hi there. What can I get started for you today?
Hi, can I get a venti iced caramel latte with oat milk and light ice, please?
Of course. Venti iced caramel latte, oat milk, light ice. Any extra shots today?
Yes, 1 extra shot. And can I get 1 pump of vanilla, too?
Absolutely. 1 extra shot, 1 pump vanilla. Would you like whipped cream on that?
Yes, please.
Perfect. Name for the order?
Eric.
Awesome, Eric. That'll be $7.15. You can tap or swipe right here.
Okay, that was way more customized, but honestly, still pretty easy.
and it followed the same pattern. Size, drink name, milk, any modifications.
And you kept prompting me. Asked about the whipped cream, the shots. I didn't have to think of everything up front.
Honestly, I still get a tiny bit nervous when there's a huge line behind me. Even now, I'll say, give me a second sometimes. That's so real. The best trick is to decide before you step up. The line gives you time.
I literally mouth my order quietly before I get to the front.
Same. Sounds a little silly, works every time.
Zero shame.
Okay, so you've got your drink, but there's one more thing most people don't think about until they're already holding a burning hot cup.
The accessories.
Right, the accessories. First one, if that hot cup is burning your hand, ask for a sleeve. It's a little cardboard ring that slides around the cup. Keeps your hand from frying.
I always grab one. Super underrated.
And the lid stopper, that tiny plastic tab you push into the opening on the lid, it keeps the lid from popping open when you're walking and helps trap the heat.
Oh, I always use that one too. Didn't even know it had a name until recently.
And if you added sugar and need to stir, ask for a stirrer or just grab one from the condiment bar.
The condiment bar is that little station near the pickup counter. Napkins, sugar, stirs, it's all right there.
For sugar, you've got white, brown, or stevia. Stevia is the plant-based one with 0 calories. It's everywhere now.
Yeah, I see it at basically every coffee shop. Didn't even know what it was a couple years ago.
Okay, one more scene, and this one's a little different. You've already ordered, your drink is ready. I'll be the barista handing it over. You're just picking it up.
Oh, I like this one.
1 venti caramel latte. Enjoy.
Oh, thank you so much. It looks amazing.
Of course. Do you need anything else?
Could I grab a sleeve and maybe a couple napkins?
Absolutely. Help yourself right over at the condiment bar. Is this your first time at this location?
Yeah, I actually just moved to the neighborhood.
Oh, nice. Welcome. We have a great regular crowd here. You'll love it.
I already do. It smells incredible in here.
That's always a good sign.
And that whole exchange, nothing to do with ordering, just warm, easy conversation.
That's the thing about coffee shops. Once you've got your drink, it's honestly one of the easiest places to just exist in English. Low pressure, warm space.
Everyone's relaxed, everyone's in a decent mood, because coffee.
I always end up talking about my drink with whoever I'm with. Is it sweet, bitter, creamy, strong? You start using real words without even thinking about it.
Same with food. I always say the chocolate chip cookie is warm and gooey, like there is genuinely no better word for it.
Gooey is such a satisfying word. A warm, gooey cookie.
Stay focused.
Right. And weather is the classic coffee shop opener. It's freezing out there. This is exactly what I needed.
Or a quick compliment to the barista. You were so fast today. This place always has great service. Little things like that turn a quick exchange into an actual conversation.
Serious. And that's really the whole skill. Not just ordering correctly, but feeling at home in the space.
You know what just hit me? We literally opened today with my order. Grande oat milk latte, extra shot.
And at the start, that probably sounded like a secret code. Now, grande is medium, oat milk is plant-based, latte is espresso with steamed milk, extra shot is 1 more espresso. It's just vocabulary.
It's amazing how fast that clicks. A little context and something that seemed complicated just makes sense.
That's the whole thing with language. It feels hard until it doesn't.
And if you're around intermediate level, this one's really practical. The ordering, the small talk, the accessories, all stuff you can use right away.
Go find a coffee shop this week and try it for real. Even if you stumble a little, that's just how it works.
And if you want to warm up first, run through the role play with a friend before you go.
We basically just proved it works.
We really did. Thanks so much for hanging out with us today on Cozy English.
Appreciate you. See you next time.